Good morning students of class 8. Previous class exercise 21B we have completed. Today we will start exercise 21C. So before that the concept of histogram you have to learn, that is given in page number 236. Just see the definition. A histogram is a graphical representation of a frequency distribution in the form of rectangles with class intervals as bases and the corresponding frequencies as heights, there being no gap between any two successive rectangles. So this definition you can understand if we will see the figure. Here see that x-axis and y-axis is there. In graph paper you have to solve, you have to draw the histogram. So in x-axis we have to plot the class intervals, that is 10 to 20 examples I am giving, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. According to your question, whatever the class intervals are there, that you have to plot in x-axis. So here I am explaining example number 1. So here the class intervals are given 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, on that way. And in y-axis we have to plot the frequencies. Here number of students is given. So maximum number of students 16 is given. So I have to plot up to 18. So that's in y-axis I have plotted frequencies. Now histogram means we have to represent as rectangles. See that these shapes are rectangles and in between the rectangles there is no gap. So this is called histogram. The representation of histogram will be like this. Now we are going in exercise 21C. Question number 1 to question number 6 all are the same types of question. So question number 6 I am solving. Just read the question. Here the following table shows the number of illiterate persons in the age group 10 to 58 in the town. Represent the given data by means of histogram. Okay, so age group, the class intervals are given this, and number of illiterate persons are given. So these intervals we have to plot in x-axis, and this class these frequencies we have to plot on y-axis. Now just see I have done in graph paper. So after learning it, you have to also draw in graph paper. Okay, and you have to attach it in your classwork copy. I am making close it, otherwise you cannot see. In x-axis I have plotted the class intervals 10, 18, 26, 34, 42, 50, 58, and that symbol I have given, that is called kink, that I am explaining after doing the sum. And in y-axis, just see that in y-axis we have to plot the frequencies, that means number of illiterate persons, and in your question the maximum number is given 525. So in y-axis you have to think that how we will plot up to 525. On to plot the large numbers or smaller number, you have to think how we will take the scale. So 525 means up to 550 we have to plot, then easily we can plot the frequencies. So that's why 10 small square I have taken 50. So scale in y-axis, how we will take the scale, that you have to understand, and you have to must mention scale on the right side of your graph paper. Scale in y-axis 10 small square I have taken 50 unit. Small square means you know that small square, and here how many squares? This total 10 small square. So 10 small square we have taken as 50 units. So 1 small square 50 by 10, that means 5 unit. That means 1 small square is 5 unit. So in y-axis I have plotted 50, 10 small square equal to 50, then 10 small square 50, then 100, then 150, then 200, then 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550. On that way I have plotted. Now 10 to 18, for interval 10 to 18, corresponding illiterate persons is 175. So 175, how I will plot? Just see that 10 to 18, 175, this is 150, 10 small square 1 small square equal to 5 units. So After 2 small square, that will be 10 unit. 1 small square 5 unit means 2 small square 10 unit. So 150, that will be 160, that will be 170, that will be 180. That means the middle one will be 175. Okay. Now the next is 325. 325 on the same way. Just see that, understand it properly. This is this line is 300, correct? This will be after 2 small square, this will be 310. Then after 2 small square 320. After 2 small square, that is 330. So the middle one will be 325. Then the next is given 100. 100 directly you can plot because 100 is there. So directly 100 you can plot. And then 150 directly you can plot because it is given on the y-axis. 250 directly you can plot. And then again 525. 525 how we will plot? 500, then this is 510, this is 520, this is 530. So that middle one will be 525. So whenever you are plotting in x-axis, must write what is given class interval, age group in years, and in y-axis you have to write number of illiterate persons, that means frequencies. Must mean whatever I have written in graph paper, all these things you have to mention. Scale, in y-axis what you have plotted, in x-axis what you have plotted, all the things. And what about the kink? That will be, just see the book. In example number 1, see that here no kink is there because the class intervals 10 small square equal to 10 in x-axis we are taking. This is 10, this is 10, this is 10 on that way. Okay, but when the graph will be like this, see that these class intervals are 10, 300, 310, 320, so 10, 10, 10, 10, right? But from 0, this 10 small square equal to not 10 because after 0 directly we have taken 300. So here 10 small square equal to not 10. Directly 300, that number we have taken according to the question. That's why we have given king. So for here also directly from 10 to 18 means 8. 8 to 26 means 8. Okay, but that means 10 small square we have to take 8, but here 8 we have not taken, here 10 we have taken. That's why we have given king. So in x-axis you can use kink, but in y-axis you cannot use kink. In y-axis you have to must take the scale. Okay.